You are listening to The Vocal Technologist. Spoken tech for your ears.
Welcome to Vocal Technologist. If you're like us, you're probably feeling that constant pressure, right?
Yeah.
Keeping up with tech, design.
Mm.
It's a lot. It feels like trying to drink from a fire hose sometimes, yeah. So today, we're going to try and filter that stream for you. We'll pull out the really crucial bits from AI, digital design, even some, well, surprising psychology relevant to your career. Think of this as your shortcut to getting up to speed. We'll aim for those aha moments, maybe some practical stuff you can use. Okay, let's just jump right in with the big one, AI. It's not just talk anymore, is it? It's actively reshaping creative industries, like AI actually building design studios.
That's exactly right. It's pretty remarkable, actually. IPG Studios is setting up these AI-powered graphic design studios, over 20 of them.
20?
Yeah, within Unilever offices. Globally, they're calling them Sketch Pro Studios.
Sketch Pro.
And they plan to have them running by 2026. They use AI tools like Adobe Firefly for creating content, mostly for Unilever's home care brand.
And the goal is speed, I assume.
Speed and efficiency, definitely. They're talking about getting design assets done maybe up to 3 times faster than the usual way.
3 times faster. That's significant.
It is. But Unilever's been really clear. They stress this isn't about replacing people.
Right, the classic augmentation, not replacement line.
Exactly. The idea is AI, the Sketch Pro system, handles the more template-driven execution that frees up the human designers and also their external agencies to focus more on the high-level strategic thinking, the big creative ideas.
That makes sense. But, it does raise a really interesting question. If AI is handling the execution that efficiently, what does it mean for the next generation of designers?
Yeah.
Especially those just starting out.
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? It's definitely a two-sided thing. On one hand, you've got these incredibly powerful tools like ChatGPT, Gemini.
Yeah.
They promise huge productivity boosts.
Which that sounds great.
It does, but the worry is, well, will new designers really learn the fundamentals? Color theory, typography, accessibility, the craft.
If the tool kind of does it for them.
Precisely. There's a real concern they might become more like prompt engineers, focusing on telling the AI what to do rather than honing the details themselves or guiding the whole project vision.
Prompt engineers instead of creative directors, almost.
Sort of. And it's not just visual design. AI agents are also changing UX research, automating things like finding participants, transcription, even some analysis.
But humans are still needed there, right? For oversight.
Oh, absolutely. Human oversight, ethical checks. That's crucial. You can't just let the AI run wild with research.
Okay, so that's the big picture on AI's impact. Let's maybe pivot to something a bit more tangible, something people might see every day.
Good idea, like how interfaces are changing.
Exactly, like app design.
Well, speaking of that, the Apple TV app redesign is a great example. For the new iOS and tvOS.
Ah, yes, I saw something about that. What's new?
They're calling the aesthetic liquid glass. It basically makes buttons, menus, player controls look more transparent, kind of glassy and immersive.
Liquid glass. It sounds slick.
It looks quite nice. They've also brought in vertical poster art, more like movie posters, and improved the layout so you can see more titles on screen at once, better content density.
So it's about visual appeal, but also function, making it easier to browse.
Exactly. It's about boosting the look and the usability. Especially with big new shows coming to Apple TV Plus set, they want the platform feeling fresh.
Makes sense. It's those little design shifts that add up, isn't it? Okay, so we've covered AI changing workflows, design aesthetics evolving. How does all this constant change, this whirlwind, affect us personally? You, listening right now, navigating your career.
Right. This is where things get really fascinating and maybe a bit counterintuitive. There's this concept from a Harvard study back in 2010.
Okay.
They called it the tyranny of optionality.
The tyranny of optionality. Sounds intense.
It does. But the core finding was pretty simple. People were actually happier when they focused on what they were currently doing instead of letting their minds wander to all the other things they could be doing.
So less what if, more what is?
You got it. Think about tech careers specifically. Lots of talented people have so many potential paths, right? Different jobs, different companies, different skills to learn.
Yeah, the options can feel endless.
Yeah.
And maybe overwhelming.
Exactly. That's the tyranny. This constant awareness of alternatives can lead people to mentally live in these other possible timelines instead of fully engaging with and committing to their current role.
Almost like FOMO, but for your entire career path.
Pretty much. The study suggests that being present, really committing to your current path, generates more actual satisfaction than constantly evaluating these imaginary alternatives.
So the key takeaway for you listening is maybe focus more on digging deeper where you are rather than always scanning the horizon.
That seems to be the message. Commitment and presence lead to greater happiness than constantly juggling potential futures in your head.
Wow. What a powerful thought to end on. We've gone from AI studios and glassy interfaces to the psychology of career happiness. It really shows how interconnected everything is, doesn't it? So as tech and design keep throwing endless possibilities at us, maybe the real upgrade isn't just adopting the next new tool, but mastering that sense of presence, finding contentment right here. Makes you think, doesn't it? What's the one thing from all this that really sticks with you?
Spoken Tech for your ears.